Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Mel, and today I'm going to bring you along with me as I fertilize, weed, and spray my cherry tree. This is a Stella cherry tree, and she gets about 15 to 25 feet tall. That's what the stats say. Um, and she's just waking up from her winter hibernation, so I want to make sure that she has the food she needs to get going, and that there are no weeds around her taking away the nutrients. We don't want any competition there. And I'm going to re-edge her bed because it's looking a little messy from the winter break. So come along with me. Let's get her sprayed, fertilized, and redressed and looking good. Okay, here we go. So here is what the edging currently looks like. As you can see, the grass has grown over my edging mark, or should I say the weeds have grown over my edging mark. So I'm going to come in, re-edge her border, take out all of those little nasty weeds there that will surely try to steal her nutrients, and then fertilize and mulch her back in. Okay, so now I've completed going around the cherry tree and re-edging. I actually made the edging a bit wider, as you can see here, re-edging her border, and then I dug up the grass and the dirt. So to get the sort of sharp edge going around, I use a flat spade to make the edging, and then I used a shovel with a pointy edge to dig up the soil, to dig up the dirt, um, and to help make the edge more defined. And now I am going to remove the weeds. Okay, so now I've done about 90% of the weeding, so I'm going to spray her down now with first the horticultural oil, and that will help to help adhere the copper fungicide oil to the tree, which is what I'm spraying now. The horticultural oil is really good for bugs, insects, whiteflies, which I suffer with a lot, and the copper fungicide is really good for any fungal diseases. Okay, so now that we've gotten up the majority of the weeds, not all of them, but most of them, enough to where I can come back out here another week and dig up more and not injure myself. Yeah. Um, we sprayed her in with the horticultural oil, dormant oil, and then followed by the copper fungicide because that will help with the bugs. It also help to prevent against canker, which some cherry trees can suffer from. She is just a young little one, so I want to protect her as much as I can to make sure she has a healthy, long life. And so now we're going to fertilize her with this tree tone. Fertilizer is really good for fruit trees. And I don't really measure. My measurement is my hand, and I just go around the base of the tree. I don't have to go that far out because, again, she's really young, so she's not spreading very widely yet. I'm going to stay sort of close to the base, the roots, but give her a generous amount because she's been sleeping all winter and she's about to wake up. So we want to make sure that she has what she needs to feed properly. And then here in 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, I'll come back out and I'll do it again. And that's when she'll be really close to bearing us some fruit. She grows her fruit, well, we harvest her fruit in June. And last year, June was the first time that I harvest cherries, my very own cherries for the first time. It was amazing. So I'm really excited to see her this year because she has so much many more buds than she did last year because she's growing nice, healthy, and strong. So now we're just going to rake in the fertilizer. Oh, the doggy's outside. Like I said, I didn't get all of the weeds, but that's okay. We can come back out here, dig up more as the spring continues. And then over time, you'll see the weeds will become less and less. But for the first couple of years, when you first plant something in the ground, they are relentless. So her mulch is actually still pretty thick. So I'm going to mulch over the entire area, but just the area here on the edge where I didn't get, which is the grass. So I'm going to throw some mulch over the grass in hopes that the lack of sunlight will hope it to die down and make my job a little easier. Before I started gardening, I didn't even know that it was possible to grow your own cherry trees in New York. Um, I had no idea that I could grow so many different fruit trees, cherry trees, peach trees, which I'm also growing a peach tree. And I thought you needed heat. I thought you needed to live in a more southern region in order to get fruit. But actually, a lot of fruit trees require a certain amount of what they call chill hours, and so you do need cold in order for these fruits to produce. So I'm really just so excited that I'm learning so many different things in my gardening journey, and growing food for myself and for my family has really been just such a joy and just a really great learning experience for me. Okay, so here we have the finished product. And while I didn't mulch the entire area, that's okay because after a few days of rain and the sun, all of that mulch is going to look like one anyway. But we got her weeded, we sprayed her to protect her from the bugs, put in fresh mulch and fertilized. So she's looking really great. I know that once she fully becomes awake and starts getting her buds for the fruit, she's going to have everything that she needs to grow strong and be successful. Thanks for watching with me. Take care.